Hello, as you know, this is a Writing Within the Discipline course. We have several papers in this class. Over the years, I've noticed reoccurring issues in students' papers, so I'd like to give you some writing tips to help strengthen your work. The first tip I'd like to offer you is to write a strong introduction. In it, make sure you tell us what this paper is about. After you briefly introduce readers to the topic of the paper, then you should include a roadmap phrase that will guide readers through this paper. Something like this. Or something like this. It is okay for you to use the first person in these papers. However, please avoid using first person plural, we, in the paper. We should be reserved for co-authored papers only. Note, you should also ask yourself about your thesis. If I had to say what was in my paper in one or two sentences, what would I write? Usually, this can make your thesis clear for you. The second tip is to use strong verbs. Try to avoid to be and to have verbs. In choosing strong verbs, your sentences will stand out as well-crafted writings. Here's an example of what not to do. Here's an example of what to do. The third tip is change passive voice into active voice. In the passive voice, the subject of a sentence is neither doing nor being something. It is acted upon by some other person or entity or by something unnamed. While passive voice is not necessarily wrong, you should avoid it if possible. Now I'd like to turn to citations. Use academic citation style. For this class, we will use APA or ASA style. I will let you decide which format suits best your writing. Please see this very useful website to assist you to properly cite. Remember, you must use a citation when you are referencing the work or idea of another person. If you are unclear of when to cite, please come see me and I can help you with this. The fifth tip is on setting up quotes. In a short paper, use quotes sparingly. Too many can overwhelm the reader, creating a confusing paper. However, some are necessary to provide context. One solution is to paraphrase whenever possible. And remember never to cut and paste a sentence in its entirety. If you're going to use quotes, please use them properly. Instead of, which is incorrect, you could write it like this. Or you can use shorter parts of a quote. Quotes longer than 3 sentences, if you must use them, have to be indented 5 spaces. Please check on ASA or APA style for setting up a longer quote. The next tip is to leave titles for the bibliography. Remember, you do not need to write titles of books or articles into a paper. When you use proper APA or ASA citation style, the full titles of works will be included in the bibliography. Titles of films, however, can be in the paper. Here's an example. The full title of David's book will be in the bibliography for readers. Now let's turn to numbers. The 7th tip is on using numbers. Numbers of less than 10 should be written out. Double-digit numbers should be spelled out. Here are some examples. Also, avoid starting sentences with numbers as it reads awkwardly. The next tips focus on cleaning up your text. Avoid empty words. Watch out for empty words in your writing. Some words that you can cut out of a sentence without changing its meaning include really, very, absolutely, seriously. Avoid crutch words. Crutch words are words that you fall back on when you can't find a better one, or when you're hoping to dilute the force of what you are saying. Every writer has different words they rely on. You can easily determine which words are your crutch words. Go back through the draft of the last thing that you have finished writing. Your first assignment may be. Read through it with an eye for words that appear frequently, especially in the same paragraph. Here, notably and noted are very similar and can dilute your stylistics. The last tip is on grammar mistakes. One of your goals as a writer is to construct a paper that pulls your reader in on your topic and holds them through to the very end. You don't want anything to distract them. Poor grammar distracts a reader. Sometimes this is a result of typing errors, and sometimes it is a result of hasty writing. Tips to help you catch your mistakes are: 1. Read your paper out loud. Often this can help you catch mistakes. 2. Ask a friend to read your paper. Another reader can spot errors that you have missed. 3. Make an appointment at the University Writing Center. They read your paper and provide suggestions to help you refine your writing, which can improve your work. Make sure to contact them in advance for an appointment. I look forward to reading your papers over this course, and happy writing!